Modern web applications, even the simple ones we're building in this video series, are very complex and made up of multiple components. There are a lot of variables and many things can go wrong. There are as few things as uncomfortable as having a boss or customer call you to tell you about a problem with a web app you've built. Nothing I can teach you will eliminate all errors and problems. However, we can use a rigorous test plan that exercises all aspects of our app to look for ways that it might break. In my first development job, our test plan was a lengthy manual. It included a series of tests that needed to be performed every time we made a change. Anytime we added a new feature, a button, or a page, we added a new document to the test plan. Then, before we gave our final approval to release our changes, we were supposed to go through the entire test plan, step by step. Go to this page, click this button, enter this value, click Submit, check that field 2 is highlighted as a required field, enter this value into field 2, click Submit, ensure that the entry was saved to the database, and on. I say supposed to because, quite honestly, these test steps were boring. Nobody wanted to do them. They were so repetitive and they took so long, and frankly, in most cases, the changes we were making were low risk and in our minds unlikely to cause a problem. Inevitably, once in a while, we did cause a problem, and the boss would ask why it didn't get noticed with the test plan. The answer is simple, you know it as well as I do. Humans don't like boring tasks like this. It is for this reason that we have computers, to do these boring repetitive tasks. Modern tools, which we'll explore in the next video, allow us to easily automate all of these tests. It takes very little time to write the tests, and in most cases, our tests can run in 1 or 2 seconds, often faster. It's quite common for developers to set their computer to run tests every time they hit the Save button. If they've made a change that causes a problem, they'll know it instantly, while the change is fresh in their mind, and then fix it right away. This greatly lowers the cost of maintaining our app. If you are disciplined and do this for your entire app, start to end, then you get something many developers wish they had, peace of mind. You don't have to hold your breath when you publish an app hoping nothing breaks. This also gives you the freedom to go back and clean up your code without fear that you're breaking something. We are always learning new things, and if you're making some changes to an older module and now know a better way to code something, you can change it. Run the tests, and if everything passes, rest easy, then now your code is a little better than it was before. I wish I could take the time to teach you all I know on this subject, but it is a big enough topic that we could spend the whole series just on testing. However, in my experience, I found that there are 2 big hurdles to adopting an automated test plan on your project. The first is getting your project configured so that you can write and run tests successfully. The second is the actual job of writing the tests. Many times I've seen people get stuck on the first step and never get to move on to the fun part of step 2. In the next 3 videos, I'll explain the different strategies for testing, and we'll set up our project to run automated tests. Once we get this working, you'll be ready to start incorporating these tools into your work.